Well, I think I finally found the perfect solution for checking my trail cameras. One of the things I hate about checking trail cameras is going in and out of the woods and leaving that human footprint, leaving scent behind, and just the intrusion of going in and out of a property. And I want to know what's going on, but I don't want to be going in and out. And this system from Cuddeback, this is the CuddeLink system, totally eliminates that. Yes, you can get it on a cellular plan. I didn't go that route. This is just the link system. So what we have right here is a home camera. And this camera, as you can see, I've mounted it up here by a main road where I access this property. I'm nowhere near where deer are going to be at any time or where I'm going to be hunting. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take remote cameras and place them around the property, and those remote cameras will then transmit images to this home camera. So all I have to do is pull up here and check this one home camera and leave those cameras in the woods, never go in and check them. So we're going to talk a little bit more about the home camera and its functionality, and then we're going to go place those remote cameras and have the whole system set up, but I'm super excited about it. One of the things that I love about this Cuddeback system, besides the fact that it's transferring images right here to a home camera, is how easy it was to set up and operate. Basically, you've got 4 buttons you're going to use. You've got a mode button, a more button, and then an up and down button. Other than that, that's all you're really going to need to do. I've gone through and set the time, the date, and all my presets, and Cuddeback makes it really easy. All you got to do is follow your directions. But the key, what we really want to talk about is the key for getting the home camera set up so that it can receive images. And it's really simple. All we're going to do right here is we're going to go to the mode button at the top, and we're going to toggle over to where you see commands. Once you see commands, you're going to hit the more button until you get to CL menu. Once you get to CL menu, we're going to hit the up button, and it's going to say confirm, and we're going to hit the up button again, and it's going to see CL mode. And if you see there, it says home. That's letting me know that this is the home camera and we're good to go. Now we're going to hit the more button, CL lock, and that's 001. You always want your CL lock on your home camera to be 001. And then the last thing, CL info, we're going to move right past that, and we're going to go to CL channel. That's channel 5. Now the key to knowing this is all of the other cameras will be set to channel 5. This home camera is set up and ready to go. I've gone through my steps. All I've got to do now is I'm going to go here to the mode button, and I'm going to go over to arm. It's arming, and it will start a countdown here in just a second with the dwell and 28, 27, and we are set to go. We're going to go put up some remote cameras. Well, we've made it down here about a quarter mile from the home camera, and this is the beauty of the CuddeLink system. Once I set this camera, I'm not going to come back in here again and check it because these images are going to be transferred directly to the home camera. This is the remote camera. It's one in Cuddeback Silver Series line, and again, super easy to set up, and we'll go through that here in just a little bit. But I want to talk to you guys a little bit about a couple of things you're going to need to do to save yourself a little bit of a headache. And that is, yes, you can name the camera on the inside, and I did. I digitally named this camera Cam 1. So this is just reminding me that this is camera 1. But to avoid a little confusion, one of the things you're going to want to do as you space these cameras out and set them up is I just took a permanent marker, and on the back I wrote Cam 1, just like it will be on the inside when I check it digitally. Also, I put a little reminder to myself that it needs to be on channel 5 so it connects directly with the home camera, and that CL lock number, very important. We know we named the home camera CL lock 001, so this camera, even though it's actually camera 1, is CL lock 002. Gonna save you a lot of headache. And now all we're gonna do is we're gonna take the camera, use Cuddeback's innovative mounting system right here, and talk a little bit about the functionality of the remote camera and go in just a little bit more detail about that. Just like on our Cuddeback home camera, our Cuddeback remote camera has 4 buttons. Again, we have mode and more, and then across the way we have an up and a down button. And I've already gone through and done all the presets as far as time, date, image quality, delay, all of that stuff. What we really want to focus on is making sure that we're set up to make sure that this remote camera transfers images to our home camera. And so all we're going to do is we're going to go to the mode button, and we're going to toggle over to where that says commands. Once you see that it says commands, we're going to hit the more button once and twice, and that's going to take us to our CL menu, just like on the home camera. Now what we're going to do is we're going to hit our up button to confirm. Yes, we want to confirm. We're going to hit it up again, And now we've come to a very important screen, and that is the CL mode. As long as this says remote, we are in good shape. That tells me that we are transferring images in a remote fashion from the remote camera to the home camera, and we're all set to go here. Now that we've got and we know that we're in the remote setting, we're gonna hit the more button again, and that's gonna take us to the CL lock. We talked about that a little bit ago. The home camera CL lock is set to 001. Even though that this is our camera 1 in the remote setting, we want this at CL lock 002 because 001 is already occupied by the home camera. So with the CL lock good, we want to check the channel. If we remember, the home camera was on channel 5. My remote camera is also on channel 5. Now what we're going to do is we're going to scroll through till where we get CL count. It's going to run these numbers, and that's a good thing. And then we're going to go to CL level. This is very important. For a minute, this is going to flash, and what this is doing is it's checking to make sure that there is a good connection between our remote camera and the home camera. This can take up to a couple of minutes. I've already checked it a couple of times, so it shouldn't take too long, but as long as that's flashing, it's trying to grab that connection. There we go. So if we see now the level's 42 and it's letting us know that we have a good connection with our home camera, this camera is now done and we are ready to arm it. So to do that, we are actually going to go back to the more button. We're going to go over to arm. The camera is going to arm and it's going to start counting down, and we are set to go and move on to set our second remote camera, which we're going to do right now. All right, well, we got down here. We are exactly a half a mile from the home camera right now, and this is our second camera to set up. Again, this is cam 2, but it's gonna have that CL lock number of 003. We gotta keep graduating that number. It's written on the back, just like I showed you on the first one. We're gonna come up here and get this one ready to go, get it transmitting in a remote mode back to the home camera. All right, so camera number 2, we're not gonna spend a whole lot of time on this. You already know how to do it. We're gonna go across to commands. Once we get to the commands, we're gonna hit the more button twice, CL menu. We're gonna confirm and go up. CL mode, again, very important. We are in a remote mode. We're ready to transmit. We are going to hit the more button, CL lock 003. Again, this is camera 2, but we are at CL lock 003 because the home camera is 001. Camera number 1 is 002. This is camera number 2 and it is 003. Now we're going to hit more again and check the channel. 5. They've all got to be on the same channel to go back to the home camera. Both of these channels are on channel 5. Now we're going to go through and get to the count and then the CL level. Again, this is going to go across, and this one might take a minute, and the reason it might take a minute is because we've moved farther. We're exactly by my Garmin watch a half a mile from the home camera. So it's going across, but this is a great little tool to let you know when you leave. You know your camera is good to go, you know it's set up, and you know that it's actually connected to the home camera and you're getting that transmission. Check this out. We've got good, boom, we're at 62. It's letting us know the level is good. That means we have a great connection with our home camera. So now we've got 2 cameras connected, and we're going to now go to the mode button and we're gonna arm. We're arming this camera. It's gonna begin its countdown from 30, right there, 29, 28. We're gonna close it up, and camera number 2 is set to go. Well, I hope that gave you a little bit of breakdown about how easy this CuddeLink system is. In a matter of minutes, I've got cameras connected from all over the farm, transmitting to one home camera. We're actually gonna go put up camera number 3, but I don't need to take you guys along for that. You've got it, you've got the gist, and I'm really impressed with how well these work. We're going to be doing an ongoing blog with these cameras and tracking them throughout the year, battery life, the image quality, how to go check the home camera. But today, that's all about setup and making sure that these remote cameras are linked to your home camera. We're set up and ready to go. Thanks for watching.